So welcome back, and thank you to KBR, one of our sponsors, for today's activities. We're not going to present the AAS Space Technology Award, and it's to recognize an outstanding achievement in space technology. And receiving the award for his entire team is Dante Lauretta. He's the Regents Professor, the Principal Investigator for OSIRIS-REx from the University of Arizona. It was certainly an amazing achievement accomplished by our deserving winner, this team. We actually had several nominations of OSIRIS-REx addressing multiple aspects of the mission. And the awards board got together and determined the best thing to do with this is to recognize the entire mission itself, not just a singular segment of it. And Dante is representing as the PI, the entire team for this award. The AAS Space Technology Award is presented to the entire OSIRIS-REx team for extraordinary achievements in surveying and acquiring a sample of the asteroid Bennu over 200 million miles from Earth, which will provide the science community key information in unlocking the origins of our universe. Accepting the award is, as I said, Dante Lauretta. Congratulations to Dante and the entire team. Dante, why don't you take it away for us?
Thank you, Alan. I'm really honored to represent the OSIRIS-REx team. As we know, endeavors like this are enormous undertakings and involve hundreds of people all around the world. OSIRIS-REx is a great example of the University of Arizona, an academic institution, Lockheed Martin, our amazing engineering and industrial partner, and NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, which provides us with project management, system engineering, and an enormous range of technical support. We have worked together as a group for well over a decade to get to this phenomenal achievement. And trust me, the asteroid did not make our job easy. One of the things we tried to understand from the ground using telescopes before we launched was the nature of the surface and what did we think we were going to have to try and collect. And we we inferred that the surface was fine-grained centimeter scale particles. It looked like a really smooth asteroid. And then we got there in 2018 and we saw this rough, rugged, rocky surface. And we all looked at each other and we knew the guidance system that we put on board the spacecraft was not sufficient to get into the very narrow potential sampleable regions on the asteroid surface. And the whole team rallied around this concept and developed a system called natural feature tracking. And it was an amazing collaboration between the science team, which knew how to acquire the data and process that information into 3D, photometrically accurate representations of patches on the surface. The guidance, navigation, and control team at Lockheed Martin, who was able to put all that on board the spacecraft and develop this autonomous feature recognition system, which updated the spacecraft ephemeris and used that knowledge to target 2 propulsive maneuvers to land at the sample site, and also do hazard monitoring during the final descent towards the asteroid surface in the event that the spacecraft predicted contact with what we had identified as a hazardous location. It was going to wave off and we could go and try to sample on another day. And of course, the team at Goddard Space Flight Center, which leads the flight dynamics management and the project management and all kinds of amazing technical support to oversee, guide, and support us as we went through this technology implementation. As the scientist in charge of the program, I am thrilled with the sample that we've collected. We're just 6 short days away from asteroid departure, and those samples will be back on Earth in 2023 before we know it, as you said, to help us unlock the history of our solar system and really understand the origin of the Earth and our world as a habitable planet. So thank you very much for this recognition on behalf of the entire OSIRIS-REx team.
Well, thank you, Dante. And you'll be glad to know that Dr. Zabukin spoke of the OSIRIS-REx a little bit in his earlier comments to us. I won't tell you that he compared it to a Roomba vacuum. But
I always say we're a space vacuum cleaner. That's our technology.
You've done great.
How we collect
Thank you for the team.
Yeah, thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you. So next is, we're going to be changing to our next session, and it's on data deluge. So go in and select that next session on data deluge, and Jim Way will be with you momentarily.